Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm back inside the Scamp. I thought I would give you a short tour just to kind of show you what we're working with inside, the changes that have already been made to the Scamp, and I have a short project for the Dometic refrigerator. This is the front dinette. It's currently made into a bed, and they actually pulled the original table out and put these weird like interior door hinges on the wall there, and that just folds up and there's a leg that kind of props up the end of it. We'll probably change that. I guess the biggest change that they made to the interior is this shiplap. It covers the entire interior of the Scamp, and that includes the ceiling. They added some lights, and then I put in a fantastic fan, and then just trimmed out the little escape hatch, and they added this cabinet, and they changed all the cabinet doors. I'm still undecided about the doors also. The doors themselves are okay. The problem with the doors is like this one right here above the refrigerator. They're so thin. Everything that they attached to the door, the screws pop through the other side. Here's this one here. The hinges, they pop through. I guess just the top one on that one. This one did also. That hinge, the screw popped through. This one barely did. You can see it right there. And then here's the kitchen area. I think this was the original cooktop, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you guys can tell me if this is what your Scamp has. It shows on here that you should be able to light the cooktop with this knob, but it doesn't work. So you have to light it with like a match or a lighter or whatever. This part is kind of cool, I guess. He did put a cover over the sink to give you a little more space. Put a nice faucet on it. It's pretty small. He was smart enough to at least put it in the corner so you can kind of tuck it out of the way. He put a new countertop on, which I kind of like the countertop, but I don't really like the color. I wish it didn't have all the red in it, and this table is kind of the same way. It has a lot of red tint, which I'm not real crazy about. And then he changed the flooring, which the flooring is okay. It's vinyl plank. I probably wouldn't have chose that just because I've done it before and it doesn't hold up real well in travel trailers. Between the planks you end up getting some separation. This was a side dinette, one of the small side dinettes, and he filled in this section right here with another cabinet. So you have extra storage down there, which is nice, except if I have if I have this front dinette converted into a bed for me and my wife, I don't have the option of converting this into a dinette anymore. And it's not as simple as just taking out that one cabinet down there, because he also added this cabinet, which again that's a nice addition. It's got 3 drawers, and then the top one is a door, and then this weird ledge that you see all the way around here. He had another tabletop that you could set up there, and it matched this other stuff, this dinette table, and it kind of matched the kitchen countertop. And so You could put that tabletop on this ledge here, and then you would have more work space for the kitchen, you know, kitchen countertop space, I guess. And then when you're not using the countertop and you wanted to use this for somebody to sleep on, you would just lift the cushions and slide the countertop underneath there. Of course, there was an issue with that. Also, he just put a couple of screws in each corner to hold it down, which I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. But after that countertop sitting in here for just a few months, it wasn't flat anymore. It was really, really warped, and so you couldn't even get all four corners down whenever I purchased the trailer. So I just took that countertop out of here, and we're gonna figure out something else to do with that. And then you've got a couple of storage compartments here. There's a clothes rod in this one, and then I think that one was for clothes also. And then you have the front bath. It's a wet bath with a shower head. I think this is all original. It seems to be all original, except for the toilet paper holder. Okay, that's the grand tour of the Scamp, and here's what we were working on today. When you open up the refrigerator, the freezer door just falls open, which I guess is okay because you can kind of push it closed and then it closes when you close the refrigerator door. However, I don't know if it ever gets fully closed when you close the refrigerator door. I have no idea. So we're gonna fix it, and I'll show you how. Okay, to fix the freezer door, you need two screwdrivers, two flathead screwdrivers. A lot of these, they have some Phillips screws on the bottom, but you do not have to take those off. The springs in the hinge are actually spring loaded from side to side as well, not just a rotational, but also side to side. So you can put the screwdriver in here, and then there's a couple of little notches in the spring where you can push that spring into the hole. And there it's out. All right, here are the Phillips screws that I was talking about. Now, not all of the Dometic refrigerators have this removable section right here. I have an Airstream that I'm working on that has the same type of door, and this part of the hinge is not removable, so you do not have to take these screws out. You can just use the screwdriver, and here are the notches. I guess I'm too close. Hopefully you can see that. There's the notches that you can push on, and then that will push this spring right here inside. Now it's a pretty stiff spring, so you have to use a screwdriver. So what you're doing is you're getting your flathead screwdriver and you're pushing on this notch right here and forcing that into the hole so that the door can come off. Now here's the broken part. You'll have to pry these out. Man, it's just brittle. This is the broken part, and this is what we have to replace. I found them on Amazon for about $30. I think it was like $32.99 maybe. And here's the other one. For the spring holders, there is a left and a right. So I don't think that they are labeled. I don't see any markings on them at all. But there is a little pin right here. So if that pin needs to line up with the hole that's in the refrigerator. So you can, if you just put them kind of in place, don't push it all the way in, but just set it in here and make sure that that pin will go into the hole. If it doesn't go into the hole, then you have them backwards. You need to switch them around. So go ahead and put them in place, put them upside down so that that pin is facing down, and then you can put your door back on. And then once those springs pop into the other part of the hinge, make sure you open and close it a couple of times. You should hear it click. I only heard one click, but hopefully that's right. And then you push these all the way up with a screwdriver until it pops into place. And do both sides. And it's fixed. There you go, guys. It now closes on its own, and I don't have to worry about this thing opening whenever I open the refrigerator door anymore. If you have any suggestions on where we should go camping first, we're looking for a place that is within 4 to 5 hours of Dallas-Fort Worth for our first long weekend. It'll probably be a 3 to 4 day trip. We have our first long trip already. We've already started planning for that, and that's going to be in Montana. We might go through part of northern Idaho, possibly. We'd like to go to Yellowstone and also Glacier National Park. That's our list of things to do for our first long trip. But before we travel across country, you know, something long like that, I'd really like to take it out a couple more times. Just short, easy trips, so if we have any problems, we're not too far from home. So if you guys have any suggestions on camping trips that are 4 to 5 hours from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, just put it in the comments. We would be happy to hear any suggestions that you guys have, and any suggestions that you have on how to make other improvements to the Scamp. We are all ears. Let us know what we should do, and also what you think we should do for that little dinette area. I'd really like to make that a small dinette again, so that I can leave the front dinette a sleeping area all the time. I don't want to convert it back and forth. I'd like to just leave it set for a double bed for me and my wife, and then the area to the side over here, I would like for that to be the permanent dining area. If you have other suggestions, I would love to hear what you guys think I should do. So leave comments, questions, concerns down below. I'll read through all those, answer any questions that you guys have. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thanks, guys.